She fought, and in the end, she emerged victorious. This is the woman of today, and she is made of steel. Come and watch how she slays.
Hi everybody, I'm Alpana. I'm an HR professional and I've been in HT for over 8 years now. I hail from the steel city of India, Jamshedpur, and I was there till I was 16, after which I left to this big bad world of Mumbai to do my further studies. My early years in Mumbai really shaped me for what I am today. It made me fiercely independent and taught me the value of relationships. I still value them a lot and they sustain me through all these years. I'm very, very close to my family, my friends, peers, colleagues, and it's pretty much in my DNA. Which is why it was a big shock when I came to know that my mother had cancer. She had it not once but twice. I knew that I needed to shoulder this burden when she got cancer. Couple of things which I decided to do was firstly, not to make it a big deal and make it a part of our lives. That our lives didn't have to stop because of this, nor did hers. So also the other thing I decided was that we needed to take all the support we could from our family, friends, relatives at this point of time. Another thing I decided was that though my dad was going to be the primary caretaker, I always wanted one more person to always be with him at this particular juncture. So I reached out to family, friends, relatives, aunts, uncles, and they all pitched in to make this good for us. My mom survived the first time and she lived good long 5 years after that, after which it metastasized again. And this time it was in her bones and it was in the blood. It was a long haul and it was a very tough time. Main thing was to manage the pain. I somehow managed to find this 89-year-old homeopathic doctor from Hyderabad whose medicines worked like magic, and it really helped her manage her pain. I still remember I was in Delhi and my dad called me one day and said that your mother's asking for you. So I flew down to Jamshedpur. And those 15 days are still very clearly etched in my mind and in my heart. They were very precious to me. It is very tough to see a loved one suffering in any way, and you want them to stay with you, but you know that it's best for them to go. I made it as good as I could for her. I would put her in a wheelchair, take her to the garden because she was an avid gardener and she would like to be with her flowers and vegetables, and she enjoyed that. She left with full dignity, and that's more than one could want for her. I think it taught me that once again it reinforced that relationships is what had sustained me in all this while and held me together during these tough times. Also taught me that value of time and to make the most of it. My husband's grandmother came and lived with me for several years, for nearly 10 years, and after her husband passed away, she could have lived with her son or daughter or anybody else, but she chose to live with me because she was close to me. In fact, her sister, who also went into some family problems, I got her and I made her live close to my house so that I could take care of her. And, I got a lot of love from her. In fact, my mother-in-law was in a wheelchair for several years, and we got along really well together. We had happy times. We laughed together. We drank together. We were great friends. Taking care of the elderly is something we all do in our own ways. Some of us do it as a duty. Some of us do it because we have to. Some of us really go all out to do it. I think that more than taking care, I think what is important is to make them an integral part of our lives, which means that they have to eat with us, they have to also cook with us, they have to clean with us, and they have to party with us, So rather than taking care, I think what's important is to make them a part of our lives and that's what brings it all together. Through all of this, I think I never lost the me in myself, and I always found time for myself and what I love to do, my friends, my family, my children, my passions, my health, my fitness, my wellness, my indulgences, my travel. All of that was also very much a part of me. I never lost that. We often tend to do that because we are so busy taking care of everybody else. We tend to lose ourselves, but that's something I took care of. Net, I think, in all these relationships, I think I got more than what I gave. But then, hell, who's counting, right? Who's keeping scores, right? So take care and cheers.